Okay. Let's see. YouTube is weird with the settings for streaming. Just always very weird. Badoof, badoof, badoof. Badoof, badoof. Badoof, badoo, doodle doodle dee. 1 second, if anyone is currently in, I apologize. I am just making sure everything is okay here. Okay. I think we're good. Okay. Ability, what's good? Shrug Life, what's good? Chris, what up? How you guys doing? We are continuing the grind. Same grind I was doing, man. Trying to get that perfect tachyon piece for Thor. So that's what we're going to be doing. I did a few runs this morning before stream. And didn't work out so well. But I'm going to continue doing it now. We'll see how it goes. Yo, Connor, what's going on? We're going to be doing beating the odds. We're going to try to beat the odds and get a perfect tachyon surge piece. It is not going to... It's not going to happen probably, but if it does, it will be... I will fall off of my fucking chair and have a heart attack, so... High risk, high reward. You know what I mean? Luckily, we've actually been matching with people pretty easily. So there have been a lot of people just like filling up games as soon as we get in. So that's good. Ali, what's going on, man? How you doing? Vinny, how you doing, brother? What's up, Haru? This is good. Honestly, I've been running these with like 3. You don't need more than 3, honestly, in most cases. I mean, like, what are you gonna, you know what I mean? Like, a 4th guy. I've had a few groups that were like pretty bad, but then I've had a few groups that like had like at least one other like high functioning individual who we were able to just blow through these missions. So, I mean, I haven't even timed it. Let's time it now. So this mission's starting at 12:30 my time, right? So let's just time it. Someone remind me when the mission is done, how many minutes have gone by. Lewis, what's going on, man? Yo, Elisad, what's going on, dude? Early raid prep grind. Yo, for real. Well, here's the thing, Elisad. I'm just trying to get a more busted piece for Thor. Because I think, once Tachyon Surge gets unnerfed, obviously a lot of builds are going to go back through the moon. My Hawkeye is still probably my best build for pre-nerf Tachyon Surge. He just does so much damage, Hawkeye. I think if I can get the perfect Thor piece here, my Thor will be one of the best Thors, you know, potentially. Or just like put him right up in the stratosphere of just absolutely bonko schmonko Thors. Which is kind of what I'm going for, because like especially if we're going to do a lot of raids with viewers, I don't know who I'm going to be farming on. I mean, obviously I would like to play Spider-Man, but if it's just going to be if the raid turns out to just be like you really need to brute force a lot of stuff and get through, you know, a lot of nonsense, then possibly, you know, we'll see if Thor's the right one. You see Lejeune finally got the combo. Yo, I didn't see it. I'll have to check that out right now. I know he was grinding for Thor and Hawkeye. That's sweet. Good for him. Oh, yo, there it is. I'm looking on his Twitter right now. He got it. Nice. Oh, he tagged me in it. Oh, he just tagged me in it just now. Let's go. That's awesome. Now I just got to get the Thor piece, and then we'll be good. That's awesome. I'm really happy for him. Yeah, you know, it's funny. He posted up uh, a Thor proficient buff piece, and he said he was happy with it. And I told him, bro, you're not going to be happy with it. You know, you're not going to be happy with the proficient buff. I have a proficient buff. Check out this piece that I have already on this Thor. Look at it. Proficient buff, damage buff, range, power attacks, cosmic, targeted tachyon surge. The might is not good, but it's a high valor roll. It's not good enough. I promise you guys, proficient buff on Thor is not good enough. Even though you're doing power throws, it only works on the initial hammer impact, right? It doesn't work for the rest of the power attacks. So it's a little sus. Whereas you really want targeted buff.
We're definitely in the right place.
Oof, look at that gate. So much for inconspicuous.
You want targeted buff with Thor because when you throw this, look at all those crits. All the lightnings, and sometimes it ricochets if you hit a big target, but like look at this. All those lightnings are crits, right? Because he's guaranteed crits. So every one of those numbers can trigger your procs versus just the initial hammer impact. That's why the damage buff is better. On someone like Hawkeye, proficient buff is actually slightly better. It doesn't really matter. Both of them are great because Hawkeye shoots enough arrows for it to be fine. But proficient buff is actually the one you want because every arrow is technically a power attack from the split shot. So it works out really nice, you know, to just get it triggered every time. But even just without it, it's still money. Yo, Vinny, you been save scumming all day? Who are you trying to grind for? I think the Thor piece is like the end-all be-all. Obviously, Hawkeye, the only pieces really worth grinding for, or the characters worth grinding for, I think, are Thor is like the absolute dream godsend. Hawkeye, extremely important. Good, really, really, like, he's probably the number 2. And then Iron Man. If you can get targeted with missiles, cosmic missiles on Iron Man, whoo, you'll be looking good. You'll be looking real good with that. What's up, Kevin? Figured out the whole battery situation. It was silly, like I told everyone else in Discord and other places. Feel free to clown me. Oh no, I apologize. I didn't even see what you said about the battery effect, but I'm glad you got it figured out.
Project Omega's potential is beyond anything you could imagine. If it has flaws, I will fix them.
I'm probably, as far as the raid goes, I'm probably going to come into it with Hawkeye. That's my initial thought right now, unless for some godforsaken reason I get the absolute stone roll, which is what we're grinding for. If we get the roll, then we'll be good to do that. But otherwise it's not the end of the world. Thor's hammer is glitched with the endgame skin. The hammer tends to disappear. Really? For Gaiden, is that like just visually, or does it actually affect the hammer? I mean, I've noticed that the hammer always goes friggin' sideways on certain things. It depends. Sometimes when you hit a larger target that can't be pinned, it kind of like does like a ricochet move. Is that what you're talking about? Because I think that's irrelevant of the skin. Or you talk about something different. Yo, Clisps. Void, thank you so much, man. Welcome to the Cereal Bowl. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much for the new subscription. Blue Panther looks sexy. Blue Panther looks pretty good. I saw a really good looking Black Panther the other day. It was it was like the furry collar version. You know, the one that has like the fur. But it was the all white. It was the all white fur version. It looked pretty friggin' good. I used the, not the Civil War Black Panther, but the other one, the Black Panther movie Black Panther. I actually like that one a little better than the Civil War, to be honest. I know the Civil War is the more popular, but I like the Black Panther movie. I think it's a little more, like, simplistic. The Civil War one is also amazing, but there's a lot. It's a little busier. Is this guy all right? How many hours you stream? Depends, man. I mean, sometimes it's just random. Sometimes it's just whenever I get some time. I like to stream every Thursday at minimum. Anything past that is kind of gravy. I just happened to have some time this morning. I was just grinding anyway. And the girlfriend is currently out on a hike with the dog. She went on a big hike. So, had some time to stream or just to play games in general. So I said, let's stream. Why not? And I know I should be better with like a set schedule. Unfortunately, I'm just not. But someday. Someday over the rainbow. We'll get there. Oh no, we put him in the other room. Oh, what the fuck? I might be able to get him with a God Blast. Oh, it's gonna be a reach. Oh, I hit something. No. We fucked up, boys. We gotta restart. Checkpoint. We put him too far. I think that was, you know where that can happen from more than anyone, I think, is Black Panther. When he does the spear over penetrates and pins them to a wall. But if he throws it at a doorway, a lot of times it cannot pin them to a doorway, so they'll actually go through the doorway. So that's where you can get some screwy Louie stuff going on. But it's all good. We'll get it this time. Bada bing. Easy peasy. Hey, Jordan, what's going on, man? How's your day going? Going good, brother. Going good. It'll go a lot better if I get this God roll piece. Some of my vibranium gear is glitch, keeps making those black balls. Really? You know, it's funny. I've seen people say that with Captain America. That when you throw with Captain America, it makes those black balls with a vibranium shield attack. But I was using vibranium on Cap and it was running just fine. I don't know. That's weird.
I knew my kindness was misplaced.
Use your heroic, you'll see his hammer disappear. Is that right? Let's see. It's still here right now. I'll keep an eye on it, though. I mean, obviously, I use God Blast all the friggin' time, so I'll try to keep an eye out. Maybe it's just got to get in a wacky situation. Boo, boo, boo. Yo, I cannot tell you guys how excited I am for the raid to actually come out in this game. I do think that, you know, come November 30th, it's going to be like the actual, like, bigger than the launch of the game. And I'm not even like capping. Like, the raid, assuming the raid is going to be good, which it sounds like it's going to be pretty legit. Assuming it's good, it's going to be like the update. The update to bring this game back to life. So that'll be pretty sweet. I'm unit glitching for the next 3 hours. Nice, dude. Do it up. Fucking go crazy, man. I got in trouble because I posted that to the Avengers Discord. Or not the Avengers Discord. The Avengers Twitter posted up their blog post about the new cosmetic reworks, and obviously there's going to be new ways to get units and things like that. So of course I was like, hey guys, use this farm, and now I'm on like the bad boy list. But honestly, whatever, I don't care.
Okay, that's all of them.
Do you love this game? I think it's a great game. I think it's a fantastic game. I think it's got a lot of potential. It's got its own problems right now, but you know, when it sorts those out, I think it'll be I think the sky's the limit. So Please raid Blue Bunny, please, please. Yo, I don't know what you're talking about, bro.
What the hell is going on?
The cosmic energy contained
AJ Tack.
holder almost unlimited power.
Not almost.
I don't know what that means.
Fine.
It depends on the status. I know you use Vibranium on Sonic. It appears sometimes. MCU Hammer. Oh, interesting. Well, whatever. I mean, if it's just a visual thing, I haven't noticed it up to this point, so
You're freaking nuts. So I'm taking you down.
You won't get better than me again.
might be the biggest update ever. Yo, I agree, man. I think it's going to be. I think it is hands down the biggest update. And I mean, you know, you look at like Wakanda, right? The Wakanda update. That's not content-wise, maybe that had more like, you know, like Black Panther himself, right? And like the whole Wakanda region and the story. So like this is not like a content update, like a story campaign driven update, but I think we're going to get
I will save it.
quite a bit of
Murder hobo?
I think it's going to be quite the frickin' update in terms of like the life of the game, you know,
Doing these weird.
is going to really evolve after this.
Monica's messing with it. It's unstable. Unfinished. Hey, I can see you. What?
Delaying the inevitable. So desperate.
If I just leave, that's cool. If you throw the hammer at and leave it there, you can actually lightning her. It's a big update for Endgame. Yo, exactly. Yo, and Lejeune, congratulations on the Hawkeye piece.
No.
That shit is fire. I saw it. It looks so good. It's the best looking piece I've seen in a while. Let me just look at it again just to be sure. Yeah, hang on.
Even unfinished.
Let me take a look.
Power. It's
Yeah, there it is. Oh, Valor Precision. Call the police. Cluster Arrow Cosmic. And you know what? A lot of people will probably bust you on the cluster arrows and saying, oh, it's not as good if it doesn't have razor arrows. The cluster's fine because it does cosmic to the cluster arrow that actually comes out of Bag of Tricks. So you're going to get extra battery effect right there anyway. So no, it's
Stop. You'll kill us both.
money. I'm still on the grind, bro. You know that. But this is going to be the one. This is the one that's going to get me that Thor. Unfortunately, I'm with a bunch of randos that don't know how to skip the cutscenes, so it's taking a while. Thanks for reading my messages. I glitch tomorrow. Come. Yeah, no, of course, man. Always. Love the game. Want to see the game keep going up. Yeah, I mean, the sky's the limit. Like I said, I think the raid and like the fact that they're putting a raid or a potential, you know, end game into the game, because the game was always missing end game, right? That was always the biggest complaint from day one, was that like after you beat the game, there's not much to do, right? But having like an end game raid to strive for and an elite version of that raid to strive for, to get loot for, like that's something and it's repeatable. You can repeat it, re-get your loot, you know. Just play alone? Yeah, I guess that works. You just get into like, it just becomes a pain in the ass with some of the I mean, I guess I could just play alone. That's actually a good point. Ability. It took 18 minutes. Oh, good looks, man. Oh, well, here it is. Nope. Fucking rip. Let's try running it alone. Unless any of you guys want to run, just let me know. But we can grind it out. But just if you're gonna join, you got to skip cutscenes, bro. Clusters don't come out of split shot. They do. It comes out one of the fully charged cluster arrow is the tripwire, so that counts. I have it with pulsar, so it shoots one cluster, which is the tripwire, and then one fully charged pulsar, which is the explosion arrow. It shoots both of those in the bag of tricks. I don't know who I'll run the raid with for the first time. It'll either be my Thor because Thor is OP or Hawkeye because I have the proficient buff Tachyon Surge. Nice. Yeah, I mean, I'm probably on Hawkeye unless I get this Thor piece. So it's either Hawkeye. I just worry. I mean, I think Thor might still be better just because we don't know how much like a flyer is going to be useful, right? Hawkeye is a relatively slow character. He's probably the slowest character. But yeah, I don't know. What's the best gear for Thor and Iron Man? Oh, PlayStation, dude. I mean, that's a pretty loaded question. I got builds on both Thor and Iron Man that you could check out. I mean, generally, this is what I'm using. Your melee piece on Thor, you definitely want Odin Force Flare for the extra crit from your Odin Force attacks because you can always crit. Targeted buff is really nice. I like Expert Spark as well for the Heroic Charge Burst. I use Reactive Protection here just because I already have my damage buff, so I get defense buff from here. And I get Jarvis Barrier on kill from enemies. And then, of course, all these pieces just have pretty solid stat rolls. So that's pretty much it. Proficient buff isn't good. No, on Hawkeye, on Thor, it's not good. Like this one. But on Hawkeye, it's actually very good because the split shot counts as a power attack. So it actually works. Stream is showing you playing No Man's Sky, is it? Like as the game. That's interesting. Let me check on that. Yeah, that's weird. I'm looking at my Twitch YouTube settings right now, and game title is showing Marvel's Avengers. That's interesting. Yo, Vinny, you'll run. Yo, do I already have you? What's your game tag? I'm Tricks Ridiculous is mine, same exact spelling as my Twitch, as my YouTube channel. Tricks with an X. So feel free if anyone wants to if I already have you. Oops. What am I doing? Oh my god, what the fuck am I doing? Let me see who's even on. Yo, the one thing that that PS5 does or PS4 did that PS5 doesn't do, when you're inviting people from in the game, the PS4 used to tell you what game the person was playing. And so, like, I didn't want to... Yo, Volcanius, I got you, bro. Like, I don't want to invite... I used to just, like, invite people who I saw on, be like, yo, who wants in? I'm sending an invite. You know, if you don't want in, just ignore it. But, like, I don't want to send invites to people who I know play the game, but if they're playing something else... then I'm not trying to spam them, you know what I'm saying? Not Vinny, do I have you? I do not have not Vinny. Yo, there you are, not Vinny. I got you. I got you now, bro. Good looks. All right, Vinny, I got you. Yo, Rondo, you're in? All right, word. So let's run with that group, and if anyone else wants in after, we can switch up. Not Vinny, and then Rondo Rousey. Rondo, are you on? Or are you just getting on? Yo, Gusto. All right, man. We'll get you in. We'll get you in the next run. What is the next tab after friends? Game owners played together. Oh, so this is people who own the game I'm currently playing, but it doesn't mean they're playing it right now. It used to, the PS4, when you would look at your friends list, it would list the person, and then underneath it would say what they're currently playing. Yo, Rondo, there you are. And then who were we waiting on? Not Vinny. Not Vinny, I don't know if you got the request or if you're still loading in. Oh, yep, there you are. Word up. All right, sweet, let's run it. Hey, what's up, Nicholas? Hey, what's up, Tristan? You reached 1 million? Very nice. And then here's what you do. Don't forget to throw on some patterns as well. So don't stop at 1 million. Just get a bunch of patterns that and then don't open them. So keep the $1 million and then have $1 million in your bank, you know? Thanks for showing that glitch. Got $1 million. Yo, bro, I mean, I hope everyone has $1 million. What do you want me to say? I got in trouble. I got a little slap on the wrist from the devs. Which I mean, I was being an asshole, but yeah, when they posted up their blog post on Twitter about the whole, you know, the whole new cosmetic update and whatnot. Oh, here I am saying skip cutscenes, and I'm not the one skipping. And then I posted up the video, and I was like, everyone be sure. I literally responded to the Avengers Twitter, and I was like, everyone be sure that you that you do this to get 1 million units beforehand. And then I was like, what the fuck? Like, why are you posting this, you dickhead? Which, yeah, that was kind of a dick move, but I got no shame. You know what? Don't come at me, you know, with these, like, you're trying to hide these exploits. If there's like an exploit in a game that gives some sort of resources, as far as I'm concerned, it's on the players to take advantage of it as much as possible. As long as you're not like actually hacking, right? Like as long as you're not like literally cheating and manipulating the game files, it's on, like, it happens in every game. How many games have like, oh, like do this before it's patched, you know, like, oh, like new cheese to get like a lot of resources, whatever, right? It happens in every game. And it's on the devs to fix it. And usually they fix that sort of stuff pretty quick. But they're over here not fixing things, so they just expect people to just hopefully not say anything. It's like, bruh. You know? Like, if it's still in the game, I'm going to share it. And I'm not the asshole. Here's the thing. I care more about you. I'll always pick you guys over some corporate nonsense. You know what I mean? I could give a fuck. It's always community first for me. So I'm not trying to, like for me, if I know something, I'm going to share it. Because I care about you guys also knowing. I don't give a fuck what they think. Because that's not who I cater to. Nice. They had a year to fix it. Technically not a full year. It was only a glitch after they added the campaign replay. So maybe like 6 months. How long have you been able to replay the campaign, the reassemble campaign? It's been a number of months now. I don't know how many exactly. A low key gotta get for Iron Man. I got adept buff. I mean, adept buff works. That's the is that the crit one? You can't crit with missiles. You could do something fancy where you like use the laser first to get the damage buff and then switch to the missile. I wouldn't be about that though. That would suck. You know what would be okay for Iron Man is proficient buff. Proficient buff, targeted buff wouldn't be too bad for missiles because his power missile attack is actually not too bad.
Avengers. Always a thorn in my side.
What range piece do I have on Thor? Right now, I'm using this piece right here. It's nothing too fancy, and it doesn't have... I can't really do the battery effect unless someone else gets the first element. But it's a targeted buff, and then it's got Expert Spark, which chance defeating an enemy with a ranged crit, which they're all ranged crits, will give you a Heroic Charge Burst. So it's very easy to get Heroic Charge Bursts all the time. And then while at the same time... keeping up damage buff. You always have damage buff with this, and then you can just also get Heroic Charge Burst. So it's really a high Valor build, you know, that just happens to use ranged for like the meat and potatoes, you know, and then you use the your actual abilities for the bigger stuff. That's all.
Can't ever be easy, can it? Monica's trying her best to stall.
Hatrix was thinking about a vibranium melee payload with Pym ranged on Kamala for the raid, yay or nay. I think that's fine. You definitely are gonna want some level of you're gonna want something with vibranium. something with vibranium is going to be like not mandatory, but definitely very helpful. Just because there's going to be guys with shields that take significantly less damage from anything that's not vibranium. As to what extent that's going to be, I guess we'll have to see. Like, you know, again, we're going back to like, what does Crystal Dynamics call endgame? You know, and they say like, oh, like these guys take significantly less damage, and it's like, okay, but like, if you've got like a Thor with targeted buff and targeted Tachyon Surge, but you just so happen to be doing cosmic damage, you're probably still going to blow these guys away, right? Like, let's call a spade here. I think we all know how that's going to work. But I guess we'll see. It's not... it wouldn't be the worst thing to have it just in your arsenal just in case. But you might not... you might not lead with it. And then Pim ranged. So I don't love Pim on ranged. Just because if you're grabbing and squeezing a guy and then he gets shrunk, you'll actually drop him. What I would recommend is a cold element on range. So I actually use Sonic. That's in my opinion, the best. And then if you use Pim on something else, if you use Pim on melee, Sonic on range, that'll work out really nice too. Because a lot of guys, you actually... when you like bosses, especially when you shrink them, you can grab them. So shrinking enemies actually has a pretty significant benefit as well for the grab, assuming this is a grabby style build. Out of the Shadows is the Tachyon. Yeah, I mean that would be good to do if you don't have the if you already did the thing. But since I'm save resetting, I think this is the better way to do it. The Tachyon Rifts are just impossible. Even if you do them quick, like, the amount of, like, the chance of even getting something that has Tachyon Surge on it is pretty low anyway. And then that piece has to be the roll you need. It's impossible. You'd rather at least do this because you'll definitely get 2 pieces of Tachyon gear. Whether it's what you want is, you know, obviously that's the grind, but... Geocaps, what's going on, man?
You must pull the levers to disable the energy field surrounding the power conduit.
It's not easy using missiles. Well, I don't know if you can actually... I could be wrong, but I don't believe you can actually crit with missiles. I've tried adept buff pieces with missiles, and I've never been able to crit. So that's just my experience. I could be wrong. Or I could have just been doing it wrong. But that is my... That is my experience. What's up, Stuff? So does Hawkeye 3 times a night. Yo, I don't know. You gotta ask Lejeune, bro. I don't know. I could not get it to work, but I have no idea. If it works, that is news to me. But there might be some fancy stuff you gotta do with like OLT and offline and who knows what. Endgame is custom harm room. Well, I mean, right now, but obviously the end game is going to be the raid in the sense that, like, you're going to have to build for a 4-player co-op experience, you know? What's up, Chemist? Yeah, we're looking for Grips of the Storm. Exactly right. And we're going to get them on this fucking run. Right here. Look at this. Fucking see you later. Fuck, what the fuck? That was great. You can crit with missiles. Well, you can crit with missiles, but the adept buff means you have to headshot, which is different from a normal crit. Headshotting an enemy to get a buff, I have not been able to get it to trigger. Oh, sorry guys. Skip cutscene if you can. If you can hear me. But that's just me. I have the cold hive mind armlets for the Jarvis barrier. Oh, nice. Very nice. Yeah, Jarvis Barrier. I still recommend Jarvis Barrier on any piece, on any character. It's the best defensive piece in the game. Yo, thank you, Geocaps. I'm trying. It works, but it's very specific for the 3 Night Storms. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I'm not, like, too crazy. Here's a clue. You lose a Night Storm just by throwing it, and it doesn't go somewhere. God damn it, man. I haven't even got... Never mind not getting what I need. I haven't even gotten a hammer. I haven't even gotten, like, a possibility in at least 5 or 6 runs. I've been getting double belt, double chest, double belt. It's like, dude, give me a fucking hammer. What the fuck? Yeah, of course, bro. And yeah, we'll I'm down for more runs if anyone's interested in joining back up. I'm just doing the save reset. If I don't know if anyone else needs to do that, but if anyone's like ready to go right now, I'll get you in. Yo, White Ninja, what's going on, brother? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Ninja, you have the piece. You have the piece that we're all trying to get. Guys, Ninja has it. Ninja, I'm trying to farm the piece, the Grips of the Storm with, and it doesn't have to be the exotic version, but the Thor piece with targeted buff, targeted Tachyon Surge, power attacks Cosmic. That's what I'm trying to get, bro. And I know you got it. I know you fucking got it. Join back. Yeah, join back. Vinny, Rondo, get back in. Let me invite you here so we don't get in a weird matchmaking. Oh, CW, Volcanus, if you want to join. Ronda Rousey. You got 2 of them? 2 of them? That's pretty fucking nuts. I'll trade you, bro. I got this one, but it's not good enough. The proficient buff. It's just not, it's not enough, you know? It's not, it doesn't bring it to the next level. It's a little, it's inconsistent. Even if we have to use Sonic and Vibranium for the raid, do you think we could use Pim against Claw? Possibly, but probably not. If I had to guess, I would imagine that you're not going to be able to shrink him. He's probably going to be... he's probably going to be similar to like the Dreadbot or like the big spider tank or like the ship. That like it's just like a big enemy you can't shrink, you know? So trying to grind the comics for Hawkeye. Yo, definitely do that. Definitely do that if you haven't already. If you guys don't know what he's talking about, you can actually grind comics for Hawkeye. This is the only one you can consistently grind, but this one right here, if you get it to tier 2, it gives you 11% armor. For whatever reason, it jumps from 1% at tier 1 to 11% at tier 2. There's no rhyme or reason to it, but it's a super major... If you don't know, armor is basically flat damage. So it's 11% flat damage reduction across all your characters. It's a really easy, nice buff to have. You can also get it from this Avengers comic here, but this one's a completely random drop. So you'll have to just farm DNA keys, so good luck. And then same thing, there's a Black Panther one. I don't even have even one of the armor ones, but there's another Black Panther one that does the same thing. So you can get up to 33% armor just for that. So pretty sweet. All right, are we ready to go? Let's just run it. Run it. Run it, boys. Oh, we only got 3? That's okay. Listen, the faster we can blow these things down, the better. Glad I grind back when Tachyon first dropped. Yo, Mimi, for real, bro. And I mean, I've got a nice piece on Hawkeye. But here's the thing: they actually just came back with the Tachyon event, and then it freaking went away. Like they came back with the one where you could grind the Tachyon gear, but it was while obviously Tachyon is nerfed, and it was before they announced they were unnerfing it. So of course no one grinded for anything. That would have been the time to grind when they had the actual hero quest chains that you could get a drop every time. So you get them right to the edge, load your save, and then reload, unload, finish the objective. If you don't get it, you back out, and then you go back. Oh, Kevin, I'm sorry, dude. We just started it up. Yeah, we'll get you in. Kevin, do I have you on PlayStation, bro? I feel like if your gamer tag is different than your name... Whoops. Sorry, I was scratching my leg. I'm steering with one hand here. If your gamer tag is different than your YouTube name, it always throws me off, but... One is old legendary, has resilience on it, 4 tachyons, it got fixed, but the other exotic. Oh, nice, dude. Yeah, sweet. Listen, I'll take a legendary. I don't care. It doesn't have to be perfect. As long as it has Valor, I'll be very happy. It doesn't have to have... The stats, though, I don't even care about. As long as it's just a consistent damage buff, tachyon buff, then I'm happy. Because I can get... That way, if I have that, I'll be able to get damage buff, tachyon buff, defense buff, and Jarvis barrier pretty much 100% uptime on Thor. So to me, even if my Valor takes a small hit on that, I think that's still worth it. That's still extremely powerful, right? Or am I tripping? If you could have targeted buff, pre-nerf tachyon, defense buff, and Jarvis barrier up at all times, that's insane, right? So we'll see if that's what you can if that's what I can get going here. Obviously, if I could also get Valor, it would still be insane. Ooh, I got a targeted buff piece from a little fella. Let's see it. Damage buff, damage buff. Fuck is that? Garbage. Stop snitching. Yo, I don't know what you're talking about, Sadat. There'd be no snitching here. Listen, if you're talking about the pattern stuff, bro, it's on Crystal Dynamics to fix it. How many games have you played where there's some sort of resource exploit and the whole community is just trying to get it before it gets patched, and then usually the developer will patch it as soon as possible? Look at like any game. I think New World had like a gold duplication exploit recently, and like obviously it fucking destroyed everything. But they fixed it within a matter of seconds. They fixed it very quickly. So I don't know. What they need to fix are the goddamn invisible walls in this game when you're throwing range. 10-second super adapter kill, no joke. That's crazy, bro. Crazy. Yeah, well, they nerfed the Tachyon Surge, and now they're unnerfing it. So, and obviously the 10-second instead of 20-second, that's not even a factor, right? Like, that's nearly irrelevant when you're getting it from a targeted buff on Thor, right? Like, you're gonna have it up at all times. Oh, oh, it's broken. All right, everyone, calm the fuck down here. Oh, no, it wasn't broken. It was the only one that wasn't. What the hell's the matter with me? My Thor is like a little light on his feet these days. I play a very agile Thor. He's very slim. He's a slim Thor.
Security lockdown has been lifted. Well fought, Avengers.
Every second counts, people. Keep it moving.
I have 2 comics left on Black Panther. Then whoops, am I going the wrong way? Yep, sure am. I have 2 comics left on Black Panther. Then I'll have all comics on. Where can I get the last 2? Random, bro. It's just random. You have to, unfortunately, you have to go to like the harm room. Sorry, yeah, the harm rooms are a good way. If you just do like challenge 5 harm room, that can give you a random comic. Also, DNA key chest. Those are random as well. If you've got enough keys, go crazy and just get all those.
What
But yeah.
world?
Get me into the system and I'll see
Want to know what Korean TV show he was watching? Squid Game. What's the other? It's not Squid Game, but it's the other Korean show on Netflix with like the girl who's a fighter. She's like a cage fighter.
Fail, but you'd rather die than let go of power.
People, of course, every Korean show these days, people are like, "Oh, is it as good as Squid Game?" I don't know. I thought Squid Game was fantastic, but people had mixed feelings on it. Hellbound? We talking about the same show? We might be. I don't know the name at all, so. Might try getting on Kamala, but I love Shapeshifters too much. The Shapeshifters is good. So the only problem I have with the Shapeshifters, because I have a pretty good roll on a Shapeshifters as well. The only problem is if an enemy is not already shrunk while you grab them, and you shrink them while grabbing them, you drop them. Which that kind of kills me. Obviously, if they're already shrunk, you're going to blow them away, but so you kind of have to like hit them first and then grab them. It's a little bit clunky. And the other thing is you can't get any type of targeted buff or targeted empowerment that way. You have to get your damage buff somewhere else, right? So
but the energy levels are rising by the minute.
but I mean, don't get me wrong, it's still good.
Energy fields surrounding the power conduits.
But I've been loving Sonic ranged Kamala too much.
I'm getting major A-Day vibes, Clint.
Oh, he was too fast for me.
Okay, that's all of them.
Does Monica Mission give an exotic after the first time doing it a week? I think it's just random, bro. I feel like sometimes I get exotics and sometimes I don't. I mean, I've been doing my first run 40 fucking times and I think I've gotten exotic like twice, so. Gotta watch The Quiet Family? Okay.
Going on.
The cosmic energy contains
Years ago, that's so good. Y'all have to check that out.
older, almost unlimited.
Is proficient buff or targeted buff better on Hawkeye's slot 2?
You know what? Fine.
Proficient is slightly better, but they're both fine. He shoots enough arrows that you'll get it to trigger from targeted buff, but proficient buff is slightly, like if you're really min-maxing, that is the slightly better option.
No matter. You'll fall soon enough.
But proficient buff is not great on everybody. Targeted buff is usually the better option for most characters. Hawkeye kind of breaks the mold a tiny bit. He's just the only one who happens to be a little like a weirdo. But it's all good. Yeah, appreciate you guys hanging out. Definitely be sure, if you haven't already, hit that sub button. And then also join the Discord. Definitely hit up the Discord as well. Here's the link if you don't already have it.
You miscalculated, Martha. Even unfinished, the cosmic cube's power is magnificent.
Grab is clunky? Oh, I don't think grab's clunky at all. I use grab all the fucking time. I think it's amazing. Oh, the show. Okay. You know, this is... I lose focus when 3 different conversations are happening at once. Yes, My Name is the name of the show. Got it. Yes. Hellbound is a new one. Okay. Fucking double chest again. What planet am I living on, bro? Fucking Christ. You motherfuckers, man. Oh. Bro, I've literally gotten double chest the last 3 runs. Like... Status on standard range attacks ×2. Yeah, that's well. You want that regardless on Kamala because the held enemies take damage. It doesn't actually do status damage. It's stupid. But do you? Here's a question: do you use the what if you're just spamming the ranged attack? What ranged mastery do you use? Do you use the splash damage or do you use like the push through? Would proficient buff apply while using split shot? Yes, split shot is a power attack, so it does work. You going through my pain, bro? I know, bro. I've been doing this for the last fucking week. It's crazy, and I mean, it is what it is. I understand that it's a rare chance, right? But I mean. 2 range exotics, both electrify casing, brutal. All right, who's back in? Same guys want to go. Anyone new want to come in? I think we got one more spot. Canis and I think Rondo. These were the 2 that we just did it with. Does it have to be exotic? It be Tachyon's Rage? No, it can be Tachyon's Rays. Tachyon's Rays works fine. Splash, it stops the enemies so I get more attacks in. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I run the splash as well. Yo, Ninja. All right, man. Yours is resified. There you go. Oh, Vinny. Oh, no. All right, Vinny. If CW doesn't want in, just because Ninja asked first. But if CW doesn't want in, how about this? I'll shoot you over one Vinny as well. And CW, I don't know if you're in, but whoever gets in first. Don't worry, guys. Do not worry. There will be many more runs. I promise you that much. When you use Odin Force with Thor, does that count as status damage? No, it doesn't. So I believe, and someone in chat, correct me if I'm wrong, I do believe that the lightning that Thor throws down technically count, it is lightning, but it doesn't build status bar. You're not going to shock enemies by spamming them with lightning. But if they're already warm elemented, it'll do battery effect. Am I on the right track with that one? Muhammad, what up, Tricks? Finally get to watch a stream again. Yo, hoping today is the day you get the piece you want. Yo, I mean... We'll see, bro. We shall see. He can run away. Oh, shit. All right. Well, whoever joins, I don't know, man. We're starting it up. Otherwise, we'll just get a rando or we'll just run with 3. I might even want to just run with 3 so we can skip these cutscenes. Let's go. If I join you, will I potentially get the grips of the storm? You will potentially... Yeah, if potentially is 0.0001% chance, then yeah, you can potentially get it. Did you already... If you already completed your weekly quest chain for the Cosmic Cube, then no, you will not get any Tachyon gear. But if you want to run just for the hell of it, Sadat, we'll get you the next one. Status damage is not status buildup. Well, so hold on. So status damage is actually status buildup. This is where they clarified it. And on specifically for Tachyon Surge gear, it's mislabeled. So like anything in the game that says you do more status damage is meant to be status buildup. But for whatever reason, Tachyon Surge gear does what is it? For whatever reason, Tachyon Surge gear does a damage buff, like it boosts your damage as well by 50%. That was not the intent. So every other thing in the game, like think of like potentiators or PIM, the PIM artifact or the vibranium artifact, those things give 20% or 30% or whatever to status damage. That's status buildup. Those are working as intended. It was always the Tachyon Surge that wasn't. So they said, you know, going forward, that's the actual correct terminology, is that you if you're ever doing status damage, it actually refers to status buildup. But no, what I was saying is, I believe, so similar to like Iron Man's lasers, I believe if you rain down lightning with Thor's lightning, it technically is shock. Like you'll get blue numbers, assuming you're not getting crits or even, you know. But you'll get blue numbers. Let's test it. We'll test it. I'll throw something at a guy without having damage buff, and we'll see if the numbers are blue from the lightning. That means it'll be shock damage, but it's not like the guy will build up a shock bar. That's what I'm talking about. Grips to the BS. Yeah, for real. Yo, thanks for that comic pick. Now I have an extra 22% arbor. Nice, Ace. Yeah, that's fantastic. And it's across all your characters, so that's a really nice buff to your DPS for sure. Oh, well, I'm gonna just fucking kill all these guys anyway. Oh, now I got damage buff. What the fuck? I can't even test this stupid thing. Damage too high. Can't test. So this beam does shock damage. That beam does shock damage. Imagine a looter where you can't farm gear without resetting your game. Well, yeah. Well, imagine that. That's what they're fixing with the raid. So hopefully that'll, you know. I do love the fact that the raid is just infinitely replayable. Like, there'll be no shortage of people who just need to do the raid again, because why not? You'll get a random roll, if anything, even if you already did it. And that's assuming, that's assuming you didn't already do it on all of your characters, all 10 of your characters. You know, so, like, people are going to be needing to do the raid quite a bit. So, from a streamer perspective, that's why I think my live content is going to be pretty focused on raid helps, raids with the community, etc., versus obviously my pre-recorded content will be different. All right, so yeah, look, you get blue numbers. You see the blue numbers? That means we're doing shock. But you'll notice, well, he's dead now, but he didn't get, his shock bar wasn't building up. So that's the difference. So yes, it's technically, it does an elemental damage from the shock, but it's not considered a status damage because it's not going to build up your status bar.
We gotta hurry.
The path ahead is clear. Project Omega should be behind those doors. AIM has initiated cosmic cube.
A game without restarting your game to get gear. Yeah, what universe are you from, sir? Excuse me. Shane Games, what's going on, Shane? I'm new. Can you give me an example of how to equip and use battery damage? So it's just two different elements. So there's there's 8 elements in the game. 4 of them are considered cold status effects, and 4 of them are considered hot status effects. And there's like plenty of guides online about like which one's which, but basically PIM, Plasma, Cosmic, and Vibranium are the warm, and Cryo, Gamma, Shock, and Sonic are the cold. The way the battery effect works is obviously when you're doing a damage, when you're doing any type of status damage, you're going to build up status, like everyone has a bar, right? Where they'll fill up with a certain element. Once they get filled up with a certain element and they're now affected by that element, now if you use an element of the opposite status type, you will get what's called the battery effect, and you'll effectively get double damage. So you have to prime them with one element and then finish them with the other element. That's the way to do it. Stand by for next one. Absolutely, man. What comics give the high armor? There's a Hawkeye one, a Avengers one, and a Black Panther one. The Black Panther one and the Avengers one are pretty random, but the Hawkeye one you can actually targeted grind by just doing his harm room. Did we get this one? Oh, we did. Okay. CD will nerf Thor by giving him Kate Bishop. All yeah, right. Yeah. Just give everyone Kate Bishop's abilities. That's how to fucking ruin a character. Here's the thing. I have fun with Kate, but I understand she's not a good character. I mean, I'm not trying to sugarcoat it. She's not good. Standing by for next one. Yes, okay, Vinny, we'll get you in. Absolutely. Hopefully the raid goes better for me than OLT when it first launched. I mean, yeah, personally, I never had any major issues. Like, some people say that, like, the OLT just crashes for them every time, and it never stops. I've never had anything that bad, but yes, I mean, the biggest problem that they're going to have is that people are going to matchmake into it, and they're going to get in groups where people just leave, and they're just going to be stuck doing nothing. They're going to be stuck doing absolutely nothing and not being able to complete the raid because their group left or someone in their group left. And they're going to be 2 hours into it and then have to start over. That's going to be, you want to talk about the salt factory? That's going to be the salt that you're going to get. There you go. Sucks having only farm tag strips because I can't do the save cheese. Oh, you can't? Are you on Xbox? Is that why? Yo, 420 Magician. Yo, low blaze it. What's going on, brother? Avengers be tweeting out these stupid things. Like, they just tweeted, another look at the Discord and Sound Raid. What mysteries lie for you in this room? It's like, bro, it's just a random fucking room. Like, who knows? We'll find out. Oh, I see a hammer. Is it cosmic? Oh, it's cosmic, and it's got the good handle. I think this is a possibility, boys. Oh, no! Oh, it's targeted spark! Oh, fuck. Dang it, dude. Oh, and it's pinned enemies anyway, which wouldn't work. Oh, that's so close. Targeted spark. You know, a part of me almost wants to keep this and then try again next week because Targeted Spark is probably a really sweet perk for Thor. But it ain't sweet enough. It ain't sweet enough. It even had the targeted handle. So just FYI, this icon, well, my head's probably blocking it right now. This icon, if you can see it, is the thumbnail icon for a targeted prefix. Oh, rip. So close. So close. I need some luck. Give me, who's like a good luck charm? I need someone in here who can bring the luck with them. Oh, that's a rip. Although targeted spark, I might get targeted spark on like a legendary and see how that plays because targeted spark could be legit. How do you keep farming that mission and getting the rewards? Yo, Big Nat. So basically what I'm doing right here, you just upload your save file to the cloud, to PlayStation Cloud, and then you just re-download your save file. So it's almost like you quick save before the mission, and then you can just do the mission chain again. That's all. I understand no join in progress for the reason someone could join at the end of the mission. Why can't we have a reconnect feature and you get kicked? Yeah, I mean, well, how about the whole join in progress thing? I mean, the only difference with that is like you should be able to like join a game or host a game, right? Like you could just say like join first available game, or like I want to host a new game or join like a game that is not, you know, I don't know, something like that, where like you can pick if you want to definitely do it from the start or or you just don't care, just match me into anything. And I mean, are people really going to complain about joining at the end of a fucking raid and then finishing it? Like, probably not. You only get the rewards from the end. It's not like a Destiny raid where every encounter has its own loot pool. The rewards are all at the end. So if you do everything up to the end and then leave, you get 0. We need a W. I know. Someone needs a W. All right, so I know Vinny wanted in. Who else? Who else wants in? Can I do it with the gauntlet? Yeah, you can. Yeah, just upload your save file. I assume you mean the Mega Hive one. Yeah, you can just upload it before you do the 4th level, and then when you do the 4th one, you're good. And then you could do it over and over. Yep. Anyone else? You guys dying? All right, me and Vinny will bang this one out. Oh, maniacal gun. Oh, shoot. Oh, dang. All right, hang on. Well, now I fucked everything up. Oh, Rondo's in. Maniacal gun. Let me add you, bro. Oh, my God. Who are these peeps? I don't know who this is. I think that was someone who sent me a close friend request, and I declined it and sent a regular friend request back, and then he never accepted it, so. There you go, champion. All right. Maniacal. I can't promise you that we won't get match made up already, gun, but I will do my damnedest. Maniacal gun 63. There you go. Oh, we're already friends. What the fuck? Bruh. Alright, gun, we'll get you in. There you go. I can leave if someone else wants to join. Yeah, Ninja, I mean, yeah, it's... Well, believe me, there'll be plenty more of these to do. Don't you worry. Yo, back platter. There you go, man. I got you, bro. Invite you next time. All right, man. Oh, Pizza Stomper, that was you. Okay, I always, whenever someone's name is different than their Twitch name or their YouTube name, I have no friggin' clue. But yeah, I'll add you, bro. All right, I already added you. I'll get you in the next one. All right. You get the best character in the game, power level 45, 74. Hey, bro. I mean, if he's a new character, or if he's just leveling him, just starting to level him, then what do you expect? Of course, it's going to take a little while. Down if you got space. All right, Jason. Yeah, we'll get you in the next one. Just remind me. I'm not keeping a list or anything, but we'll mix it up. Honestly, I would do these solo if I had to. Like, I'm just trying to bang these out. So I appreciate you guys jumping in and helping out. Just like power through them, because trying to do them with randos is can be a little fucking carry city sometimes. So.
Project Omega's getting shut down. Save the final blow for me, kids.
Begging for a Black Widow piece, targeted buff, Cosmic Tachyon Surge. That could be good. I personally never got something like that on Widow. I have a targeted buff piece on Widow with Cosmic Range, Cosmic High Cal. The problem with Widow, and this is the problem, which is a little silly, her targeted, like, so targeted buff on Widow, the actual, like, I almost think you want proficient buff. If you're a high cal player, you almost want proficient buff targeted Tachyon Surge, because the actual targeted buff only triggers, like, 7%. It's like a 7% chance. And the reason they did that was because she has, like, obviously the full auto and the pistols who can just shoot at semi-auto. So they think, like, oh, she shoots a lot of bullets, it has to be a low percentage. But if you're using high cal, you're fucked, right? Like, you're stuck with this low-ass fucking percentage chance when realistically it's like, that's not the case, you know? So, which, that's a little annoying, but, I mean, it is what it is at this point, obviously. Oh. So, yeah, just be careful with that. But if it's proficient, it should be a little higher percent chance. And then, if assuming you're playing high cal, all you have to do is just charge up a few of your high cal shots, which honestly, I charge up my high cal shots quite often anyway. And don't get me wrong, I like Widow. I hope Widow's actually good in the raid, because I would love to play more Widow. I think she'll be really good if you can, if like, I mean, obviously, I was going to say if generating orbs is important, but it's kind of hilarious to even think that, like, when is generating heroic orbs not going to be, like, meta, right? Obviously, everyone wants their abilities. You need some minor artifacts. Like, which ones, Gamer Marv? You have Vibranium and Sonic full auto build. Yo, Armando, nice, dude. I actually have been looking for a full auto Sonic piece for Widow. So, and then obviously however that drops, who knows, but that's a sweet piece. I think full auto Sonic would be really nice for her, especially if you can do like the new perks that are coming out that you can send Sonic somewhere. If you could do like an always invisible stun Sonic build, you know, with full auto, it'd be like a status damage build. I think that'd be pretty sweet for the raid, for just like a, not necessarily support in the sense of like a Kamala support, but just like general, you'll be generating orbs, you'll be sending Sonic effect everywhere. I think that'll just be a good person to have on the team. Imagine you just had someone on the team who's just constantly Sonicking everybody, doing takedowns nonstop, generating orbs nonstop, and everyone on your team just has Sonic buff, Sonic status effect going at all times. Like, that's someone I want on my team. I don't know about you guys. Atrix, which major artifact is good for Iron Man, Tactagon, or damage buff with the Nornstone? So Tactagon is the best for single target damage. Like, for just pure damage, the Tactagon is the best. If you're having trouble keeping up damage buff, then go with the Nornstone, just because it adds the extra time to it. The extra crit chance on the damage buff is largely irrelevant. It doesn't matter having that extra crit chance, because you're going to be critting pretty much anyway, pretty much all the time anyway. The extra 5% doesn't matter. But I actually, fun fact, I actually like the Ring of Nebelung on Iron Man. And I know it's kind of silly, but I actually really like all of Iron Man's heroics. Obviously, his support heroic is his best one, but his Hulkbuster is actually not horrible either. For using in like sticky situations, and he can actually generate a good amount of heroic orbs himself through his Unibeam, especially if you're using the Omega Beam. That can actually work out pretty well. So getting his heroics back like pretty quickly, I think, is probably better than Tactagon regardless.
I already told you to fail, but you'd rather die than let go of power.
And I'll tell you what I'll be using for, especially like in the raid, is when I go in Hulkbuster, I'm going to be using that EMP. I don't know if you guys know about that EMP. It's the one, it's just the R2 ability that just makes everything in the vicinity stunnable. Really powerful, especially like playing with a group. You're playing with a group of 4 and you're all just trying to slap these ads. Like, just making everything takedownable in the general area and just like stunning them. That's insane, right? Slot opens up, shoot me an invite. Yeah, absolutely, Ace. We'll get you in. I'm hoping, just for the record, if I get the piece I need, I'm going to turn off stream and go in the other room and lay down. Just FYI. Like, as soon as I see a piece that's a perfect roll, I'm hitting end stream and I'm going in the other room and laying down without even saying a word. So, just a heads up.
What did you do?
I didn't do anything, Mr. Barton, but the energy levels are rising by the minute.
Can you get full auto cosmic? Yeah, you can get full auto cosmic. That would work. But it's not. The problem is full auto Sonic. Sonic is like the supporty one. Oh, look at this. He's got it. He's got the timing. Beautiful.
Yeah, well,
Very
to
nice.
make things right. Barriers are down.
Well done. The containment cube is susceptible to damage.
Fire away, Avengers.
I got it, boys. Don't worry.
Wait. What's
The
happening?
Cosmic is a fine status effect. I don't love it for ranged characters more than like
What the hell is going
Particle, because you don't really need lifesteal, right? And Particle has added benefits. Kamalas can benefit from Particle. You know, they do less damage to your teammates. Like, Particle is just a good thing to have in general. So I personally like Particle effect.
By aim and science.
You don't understand what you're capable of.
And you
That's gonna be my new thing, is throwing out the hammer to the glass there and then just letting it bip, giving it the old bip and bop. Yeah, boom, done, easy. Skip, 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 skip. Yo, Michael, what's going on, man? What's the best setup for Black Panther? Mine's a melee. Bro, I mean, I'll be straight with you. I don't really have a good Black Panther build. Let me hit you with... I know Lejeune's got to go on. Well, actually, let me give you my man here. Tony. You guys know Tony Bing, of course. Use this build. I don't play Black Panther a lot, to be perfectly straight with you. Let's see. Belt and a thing, and this is a nothing. Targeted protection. Nope. Is a rip. But yeah, check out Tony Bing's. He has a really good tank setup. I mean, my Black Panther build is passable. I haven't really mastered the character. I don't love his playstyle. I think he's fun, but I just don't think he's very powerful. Yo, Morton, is Tachyon Surge OP again? Yeah, Morton, it's currently no, but on November 30th, when the raid launches, they're also unnerfing Tachyon Surge. The only difference is that the duration is going to be lowered from 20 seconds to 10 seconds, but the damage boost that it gives you is coming back. T'Challa's basically Cap, who didn't skip leg day. Yeah. Yeah, all right, Pizza, we'll get you in. Pizza, Pizza, Ace, and did anyone else want in? Or who wanted in the next one? I'll invite Pizza and Ace. And then anyone else, just let me know. So Pizza is Bachplat, and then Ace was... Hey, you guys are right at the top here. Oh, wait, Ace, you're not on. Was your name Ace? Ace something? Yeah, Rhonda, you can get back in. It doesn't matter to me, man. Oh, Austin. Oh, hold on. We might have 3 actually already. Austin, Baca, got you. Backplat, got you. Yo, Dana Boop, what's going on? Best Black Widow melee build? That's a good question. I personally don't play a melee Black Widow. Let me see if anyone who's a friend of the channel has a good one. Yeah, here, use Legiones. This is definitely a good one. I only play ranged Widow, so I can't really speak to a melee Widow, unfortunately. But Legion has a great one. Here you go. This is Widow. Oh shoot, Jason. Oh, Eno. My bad, dude. It screwed me all up. Yo, Rondo. Yeah, Rondo. Do you mind backing out so we get Eno in? My bad, dude. It always screws me up when someone's name is not the same. Well, yo, appreciate it, Rondo. We'll get you in again shortly, of course. There you go, Eno. Yeah, absolutely, Dana. Yeah, and I mean, if you want a good ranged Black Widow, I got a good one. But yeah, if you're playing melee, I mean, you know, it's melee, right? So like, you're gonna want invis, you're gonna want takedowns, right? You're gonna want stay in your super a long time. There's definitely some good ways to play it. Oh, the General Ace. Oh, I'm sorry, Ace. Shoot, let me all right, we'll get you in the next one, Ace. I apologize. Unless Eno is out. I don't know. We'll see. I think Eno's joining in now. Yo, that Iron Man skin is pretty nice. It's pretty nice, but I think I like the Iron Man 1 better. Perry, do you know if you can do the save thing on PC? You can. I don't know how. There is a way. It involves just like going into your you basically have to like create a you just have to copy your saves in like the save folder where your game saves get saved, and then if you like don't get what you want, you make a new copy of the old save and then overwrite the old one in the file. Is a tag. Oh, okay. Are you joining now? I can't invite, so I assume you're loading in. And yeah, Ace, we'll get you in the next one. My bad. I was looking under A for Ace. I don't think I've done an Omega level threat in a long time. In like a pretty long time. All right, there's Eno. So we're good. Oh, he's loading in. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I invite while we're in the helicarrier, because it's like once you're in the mission, you can, or once you're in loading, you can like pick up randos. But yeah, no, we're good. If anyone asks about a Kate build, Bloody Reckless, yo, I know Bloody Reckless. I didn't know he had a Kate build. I have a pretty sweet Kate build. Kate's a pretty straightforward character in my opinion. So I've got what I think is a pretty good Kate build. But yeah. Still scumming. Yo, it's called save resetting, sir. All right? It is a part of the game. It is not a cheat. There's no cheating happening here. As EA would say, if it's in the game, it's in the game. When did they get rid of that motto? You guys remember the old like EA, like the old Madden 05, 06? When they're just like, EA Sports, if it's in the game, it's in the game. Need to change my YouTube name, still my old PSN. Yeah, no worries. It's all good. I just obviously if your name is different in game than it is on YouTube, just let me know, because otherwise I'll assume it's the same, but obviously that's not it. Yo, we're not doing an OLT. No OLTs. We'll do, believe me, there's going to be enough OLTs getting done when the fucking raid drops. Because you'll have to do the OLT on every character for a power drop. So there'll be plenty of OLTs to do. I am distancing myself from the OLT until then. Getting to 170 is going to be such a drag since you can only get a max of +2 on a single piece per week. Yeah, it's going to be a weekly thing, right, that you're going to have to do. So we'll see. I mean, it's meant it'll take some time, but eventually we'll all get there. You can, every piece will go +1, but you'll get 2 pieces per completion. So like when you do the raid for the first time in a week, you get, similar to like the Cosmic Cube, you're going to get 2 pieces. You're going to get 1 in the melee or ranged and 1 in the defense or heroic. And both of them will be exactly 1 power higher than your highest in that slot already. So yeah, so you do that, and then same thing with the OLT. And that's per character. So yeah, you effectively go, and then you'll get minor artifacts as well. That'll bring you up. So yeah, you'll effectively, if you get 4 pieces, you effectively go plus your 2 minor artifacts, you go +1, right? That's getting, and even if like you get a duplicate, right, then it'll just go +2 in that slot, but overall you'll still be +1. So you can effectively get a power a week. So it's going to take 10 weeks before the raid is even doable. On the elite mode. So you're going to have a lot of experience with the raid. So I don't know. I mean, we'll see how it goes. I think it'll be fine. I know people wanted to like do it day 1, but like realistically you're not. Oh, look at this. Oh, yes. That is just what I like to see. I'm going to stand right in here. I didn't even get anything. I think I'm capped out. Oh, I could have gotten intrinsic. How do you think Spider-Man's going to play out? Hopefully really good. I'm sure he's going to be a strong character. I just worry that he's going to be a melee character. Like, if he's melee focused, he's in trouble. Not by anything he did, but just because melee sucks. So we'll see. But I think he's going to be very agile, right? Very fast, a lot of quick moves. I think his intrinsic is going to be spider sense. I think he's going to have like an auto dodge for all yellow attacks, something like that. His assault heroic is probably going to be his assault heroic is probably going to be like the web bomb, and then his support could be anything, could be drones, I don't know. And then his ultimate, who the fuck knows? Who knows? It's going to take months to get to max power. Yeah, it's going to take a while. It's going to take a while. So it's meant to be like, getting to 170 is meant to be a big deal. You know what I mean? Like, if you get to 175, like, you've committed that character pretty hardcore. But here's the thing is you only need to be the max level for the highest content, right? Like, if you're not 175, like, or if you're not, let's say you're not 160, the only thing in the game that you won't be able to do at power level 159 is the elite version of the raid, right? Everything else in the game you'll be able to do just fine. So it's you only need the power for the highest level content. But the elite raid is what's going to give the best gear in the game, because the gear from the elite raid is actually going to be different than the regular version. So there's 2 sets of raid gear. It's probably the same like name sets. They said the elite gear is actually going to have elite indicators on it, so you'll be able to flex like, yes, this is an elite version of this piece of gear, whatever. And then there's going to be unique perks that can only drop on the harder level piece, the higher level piece or whatever. Yo, Radicus, you're going to be safe scumming that raid to get the best possible roll for you. You don't have to. You're not going to have to anymore. That's the thing, Radicus, is that you can replay the raid now and get a random roll piece. You get a random roll exotic every completion. That's the new change that's coming. So yeah, people are super excited about that. You're not gonna have to save scum the raid. You're just gonna doing it once a week just gives you pieces that are higher power, but then you can replay it as many times as you want to get different rolls. So that's what's exciting to me, because like there's going to be no shortage of people who need to do it, you know? And like, so we'll do like, we're definitely going to obviously do a lot of like raids with viewers and stuff. And I'll probably have to do some sort of raffle system where like we'll just raffle off 3 spots. And then after the raid, raffle off the next 3 spots, and so on and so forth. That's the only way I can see like really getting people in versus just like a first come first serve. I don't know. We'll have to see. But yeah, like anyone, the same people. I mean, like you can do the raid. It's not like you do the raid once and then you're done. You can do the raid again and again and again, and just for the gear, you know. So pretty sweet.
Project Omega should be behind those doors. AIM has initiated a test run of the Cosmic Cube.
Since Spider-Man's level 1 on release, will it be easier to get him to 150 or harder to get him to level... Well, it's going to be easy to get him to 150. You just have to farm chests and stuff. That'll be easy. Getting him to 175 is going to be a challenge. But I mean, it's just going to be a timed thing, right? You just have to make sure you get your drops every week. That's really all it is. And I mean, again, depending on, assuming you can do the raid, which you will be able to, especially if, you know, or you come here, we'll do it with you, you know. But yeah. Got about 20 XP boosters. Yeah, there you go, man. I got a 3-day booster that I'm going to be using when he comes out. So, oh no! Oh god. What the hell was that? Those guys threw me for a loop. Brian the dev said Sonic Conduit is fun. Wonder how... Yeah, I think it'll be sweet. I mean, it's basically when you're in it, you send the Sonic effect to nearby teammates. And then there's additional perks, so you can send, assuming you have Sonic Conduit gear, you can send it to anybody, whether they have the gear or not. But they can also have effects that say when they're receiving the buff, get XYZ bonus, right? Or you can have when sending the buff, get XYZ bonus. So there'll be a lot of different ways, like if you're obviously someone who's going to be sending it a lot, like a Kamala, I'm envisioning a Kamala or even a Hulk, you'll be able to get a lot of crazy perks for when you send the effect. And then anybody, you know, if you're on a team with someone who's constantly sending the effect, you'll want to have receiving gear, you know, to be able to get bonuses while you're receiving the effect. So really cool in my opinion. Yo, Busy Money Dang Tricks asked twice to be a friend so you can join up. You know, you normally like that. Oh, rip. Dude, send me a friend request. I accept all friend requests, so I don't know what the hell you sent. If you sent me a friend request, I definitely accepted it. So I don't know, man. Bang. What up, Paul? More exotics? I mean, the more exotics, the better, bro. And it sounds like they're going to be pretty randomly rolled. There's going to be a lot of different perks you can get from them. There's going to be the Sonic Bleed effect. Or sorry, not the Sonic Bleed, the Status Bleed, I think it's called. Or I think it's called the Status Leak. Whereas, like, if you have someone affected with Sonic, and it'll say right on the perk, when attacking an enemy affected by Sonic, if you attack them with Vibranium, spreads Vibranium to all enemies nearby. That's pretty sweet. And there's even going to be triple effects. So it'll say, like, attack a guy with Sonic with Vibranium, spread shock. So there's going to be a lot of 3-way element stuff going on, which I think is going to be great. If you've got, like, a team all leaking status effects, and you're doing all 3 different status effects, all sorts of crazy shit, you're going to be looking gooch. Let me tell you, gooch.
You're the prime example of wasted potential. You won't get better than me again. You're out of your depth, Benjamin. How did you...
God, we are slaughtering her. Holy shit. Skip, skip, skip. Glad I kept the gear I was using before Tachyon got nerfed and one-shot everything with Thor. Yo, for real, bro. That's what we're looking for.
I've come too far.
It's a new status effect. No, it's not a new status effect. It's a new perk that you'll be able to get to combine with your current effects. All right, come on. This is the one. I'm not even going to look. on, baby. Come on, baby. Belt. Not looking good. Chest. Come on.
Okay.
Oh. Fuck me. Oh my god. What are we gonna do, chat? What are we gonna do, chat room? How do we do it? I don't know. One second, boys. Back in. I gotta use the little streamers room real quick, but yo, appreciate you guys hanging out. Definitely, if you're new, definitely be sure to hit that sub button, turn on notifications, and then join the Discord as well. Here is the Discord, and follow me on Twitter if you're not already following me on Twitter. Let me use the little streamers room. I'll be right back. 1 second. Back. And no, I didn't wash my hands. I didn't wash nothing. Is it just the raid? We don't have to save scum? No, the Omega level threat as well. Those two. Everything else, you still gotta save scum. Alright, so Ace I know was in. Anyone else interested? The General Ace. Where you at? Where you at? There you are. If anyone else wants in, just hit me up otherwise. I made a Throggy build for Kamala with Heroic Charge Burst and Melee on light combo finishers. Huh. What's a Throggy build? I wonder the same thing. They're going to make new skins for shipments. Everyone... You can get 100... of them because I saw the list and most of those suits. Yeah, so you're gonna get after 100 you get the exclusive skin, but there's gonna be tons of legendary skins and things you can get in them. So yeah. What's the point of restarting the game and coming back? So so this objective chain here is what gives us the Tachyon Surge gear, but you can only do this once a week. But what you do is you save your game prior to completing the quest chain, and then if you don't get the gear you need, the quest will go away after, so you reload so that you get the quest back. You're not gonna anything else I got in the mission, any other random drops go away, but otherwise, you know. Yo, Tyrone Perry with the sub. Yo, and Leech. Yo, I missed a few subs. I apologize. Mimi Walker, Leech, and Tyrone. Thank you so much for the follows. Welcome, or subs. Still got the Twitch terminology. Welcome to the Cereal Bowl. Appreciate you guys. Yo, Tyrone says, hey man, just saw your gameplay. You're awesome. Can we play? Yeah, of course we can play, man. It's always open invite. Add me. Tricks Ridiculous.
Hey, Thor.
We'll get you in. Let's just run a quick one now with this group. But yeah, add Tricks Ridiculous, same exact spelling as my Twitch name, and we'll get you in. I'm pretty sure my sub goal bar is not working. So it should be going up, but I need to get like a better thing, because this sub goal thing sucks. My overlays and my alerts are all terrible, and I apologize. I definitely need like better ones, but like everything I try to do, it gets all funny because I don't pay for any of like, you know, like I use Streamlabs and I don't use like a Streamlabs Premium Pro thing, which honestly I might as well just go for like the, you know, the $50 for the year and just get all of like the templates and stuff, and then it's all just like plug and play. I might even just spring for that, honestly. We'll see. Oh, my neck. My neck! What's the best way to max out Thor? I'm trying to use him before Spider-Man comes out. Never really used him like that. The best way to, like, straight farm is the, what's it called? The Last Avengers Standing. So I got the video here. Hold on, let me show you. Here we go. So this, if you just follow this exact route, that's going to be the best way to like get like straight gas on your leveling.
Nearly there, Mr. Barton. Project Omega's development site is a few clicks away.
I can play again if you. Oh yeah, we'll get you back in, Pizza. Yo, Vendetta, I got you, fam. Thragi, consistent and biggin on light combo and lightning on combo finishers. Huh. That's quite the build. People still sleeping on having Clint and Kamala just dropping their whole kit on the OLT. No, I don't think anyone's sleeping on it. I mean, Clint and Kamala are easily, like, widely regarded as two of the best characters in the game. I don't think anyone's arguing that.
Getting shut down.
I mean, realistically, like, what are like the top four, right? It's Thor, Clint, and then probably Kamala, and then Iron Man. Like, those are the four. And then, like, after that, you can, like, make an argument for, like, Widow. You can make an argument for, like, maybe Hulk. But then, like, Captain America, Black Panther, and Kate, those three are, like, kind of at the bottom, right? I don't remember if you read my question. Is it just the raid? We don't have to save scum. The raid and the Omega level threat. Both of those you can replay over and over, and you get you'll always get one randomly rolled piece, guaranteed. It just won't be a higher power than your highest power already. You can only get a power increase once a week.
You got another one of those fancy explanations?
Bonjour. What up, Neo?
The energy fluctuations are very alarming.
We're definitely in the right place.
I don't speak croissant. If you speak ABC, then we will be able to communicate. Yeah, word up, Tyrone. Absolutely, brother. Are they nerfing the third perk glitch? The 3 perk glitch for Thor and Hulk? What do you mean? I don't even know what that is, so I couldn't tell you. You go in the OLT, everyone wants to be Thor? I mean, yes and no. I personally don't really play Thor in the OLT. I play Kamala primarily. But that's just because I do the squeeze on the boss. I think that's really strong. But otherwise, I mean, I'll play Hawkeye. Either one. I've also played Iron Man. I don't know. It's a mix. You come in with pretty much anybody at this point in the OLT. You're going to have to do it with everybody, right? To get those power increases, so... You'd swap Ms. Marvel for Widow? You think so? I mean, don't get me wrong. I've seen some very powerful Widows. But honestly...
Avengers.
I don't know, man.
Always a thorn in my side. Monica.
It's definitely close. I mean, that's the thing too. Regardless, even for all the characters, I mean, it's close regardless. Every character is solid. There's just characters who are like definitely, obviously, way stronger than others. You know, like Thor.
I do not like the sound of that.
Like from the very top to the very bottom, right? Like if you look at like the very top character is obviously Thor versus the very bottom character, which is probably like either Panther or maybe even Cap. Although like they at least have their uses in ways. You know, maybe Kate. Kate is just a very worse version of Hawkeye. She's fun to play, but she's not good. Thor, you can have all 3 perks on Thor's God Blast. Oh, that's what you're talking about? Can you have all 3? I've only ever combined the 2. The ice one and the 3.
Try harder then.
Hulk, you can have all 3 on his charge? That I didn't know. Is it the same way to do it? Or how do you even do that? How do you do 3? Because I know with the 2, I know how to do the 2. Yo, Patrick Washington. Pat Washington. Thank you so much for the follow, man, or the subscription. New sub. Appreciate you, fam. Welcome to the Cereal Bowl. Thank you, thank you. Swiggity Swoogity says, wait, so for the OLT and the raid, you can get a random exotic, but it's only power level 150, even when you're 170. No, it'll match. So if your power level, so like let's say, so the gear in general is going to go up to 165, right? And then you're still gonna get the plus 10 from the major artifact. So your gear can go at the very highest if you've been doing all the stuff. It can go all the way up to 165. If you have 165 gear across the board, then every time you redo the OLT or redo the raid, you'll get another piece at 165. It'll match your high. So if you're 150, you'll get 150 gear. If you're 160, you'll get 160 gear. The difference is once a week, you'll actually get something higher, right? So that's how you actually increase the power. But if you're just doing it to farm for pieces, then you can just get on level gear as many times as you want. I hope that makes sense. Alter my God Blast and my Hulk charge, and it's the same method? Alright, I'll have to check that out then. I didn't actually even know that. So yeah, I mean, maybe they're nerfing that. I'll give you a hint, they haven't nerfed the 3 Thor God Blasts for a long time. I know, so are those the only 2 you can do it on? I know you can't do it for Black Panther. And you probably... Like, a bunch of characters have the triple, multiple things. Like, Black Widow has the extra charges. Hawkeye has extra charges. I think Kate has extra charges. But I think Thor was the only one I knew that could do multiple. But I guess Hulk can as well. How much power do you need to max out one artifact? It's like 250, I think. It's not that much.
Major A-Day vibes, Clint.
Oh, I might be a little too far forward. No, I'm good, actually.
Time to make things right.
Around 300, not above 400. It might be a little over 3 then. Yeah, what did I say? 250? It's more than that. It might be like 350. Kate needs to have a damage boost for everyone for her clone, like Clint for his heal circle. Yeah, I mean, Kate's her ultimate and her support heroic are 2 of the worst in the game, easily. Her singularity assault heroic is pretty strong, but Still not like anything to write home about, right? It's just fine.
Attacking her won't do much good. Just try and stay alive for now.
I've had enough of your madness. I'm ending it here and now.
Look at this. I'm dying at this ranged Kamala. It's just funny. Ninja, what do you get your damage buff from? Because I would like to play a ranged Kamala like that, but I just the whole the fact that you can't get targeted buff, I'm just curious what you use for the damage buff, and I guess the Tachyon Surge when that comes back. Invite for your next game. Word up. Oh, there might not be one. Oh, that's an adept buff. That's an adept buff grip. Rip.
Okay, looking under control from here. You need anything else? Well, I'm all about duty. Bye. Okay, looking under control from here.
Fuck. What do I do? Pinning an enemy. Give me 1 second, boys. I'm just going to go in a harm room real quick and see if this is any more consistent than the other thing. I don't think it will be. This is 20%. Give me 2 seconds. Let's see. I mean, I can tell you it ain't gonna be the better piece. It ain't gonna be good, but maybe it'll be good. Oh. You can only pin one guy, right? Or can you pin multiple guys? Or is that that's one of the masteries, I think. Yeah, this isn't consistent. It ain't even happening. Maybe you have to not. Oh, here you go. All right, so you have to just you have to not power attack it until you get the buff, because you can throw it faster, obviously, without the power attacks. I mean, it's slaying, but I mean, yeah, this is not good. Well, yikes. Pain is what I feel. So close, boys. So close. It's all right. It's coming. It's coming. I could feel it. I got mine right after this roll. It was the next Tachyon Hammer. After this one, there you go. Yo, Shrug Life's got it right. More hours to put in. That's all right. That's all right. This is going to be the one then. Who said that? Shrug Life. All right. Yo, Blatt will get you in. Austin will get you in. And Vinny will get you in. So Blatt, Vinny, and Austin. Vinny is not Vinny. And then Austin is with an O. All right. We'll bang out another one. I think this is going to be the one. It has to be. There's a certain sequence of events that happens every time. That's the way it works. It's the only way. Oh, by the way, I put out a new video. It should be out actually right now. Definitely check that one out if you haven't already. Closer than you have, yeah. I mean, unfortunately, close is no cigar. There's no. That's the thing. You can get close, but close only leads to heartbreak. I would rather get nothing than get something close. You know what I mean? Oh, someone's still loading in. Oh, we got a cat dog. Cap dog. Nice. That cap dog is so fucking silly. Look at that thing. Come on. I mean, seriously? It's so silly. Like, look at this. He's over here chatting it up like, oh, tested his match, a 98% match. The best, I forget who did it. When that skin came out, did the mission in the thing where he takes the shield off the wall. He's like, hello, old friend. And then he goes and sees Widow, but Widow can't believe that she's seeing Cap because she thought he was dead. And she's like, Steve. And he's like, Nat, I he's just a fucking thing. I can't, bro. Oh, Tyrone, I'm sorry. There's no list. I usually do like some type of list or some type of like go down. I'm like so burnt out on these that we're just trying to get them done. There is no current list, but we'll get you in the next one, Tyrone. Did you add me? If you did, I assume your name is different on PlayStation than it is on YouTube. Fucking rip. What a fragging rip. Ripperino, bro. Can't take the Cap Wolf seriously. Yeah, I mean, I can't either, man. That's why I didn't get it. And it's like, it's fine. Obviously, it's cool that they like did a unique design, you know? I can appreciate that much. But yes, I'm out for it. It's just like, and I'm never a fan of like holiday or event skins anyway. Like same thing with like, if they did like a Santa Claus Hulk, like I wouldn't buy that either because like, what are you gonna wear it for Christmas and then you take it off? It's stupid, you know. But the Hawkeye, the new Hawkeye skin is fire. The one from Age of Ultron, it looks friggin' great. Anyone knows how thick Spider-Man is? I don't think he was that thick. I think it depended on the suit. Some like the classic suit was okay. The classic suit was relatively skin. The skinny type suits are skinny. It's the armory type suits. There's a lot of suits that have like a lot of bulky armor on them. Or they're like the mechanical suits. Those ones are a little thicker. Delandro, what's going on, man? We're on Reddit. Do you look to see God Roll loot new and want to know what options are? Basically, the piece I'm grinding for. You just want something that... So, the God Roll for like the absolute unicorn stuff that everyone's farming for is when you can get Tachyon Surge and damage buff on the same piece of gear. That's it. That's what everyone's looking for. So how do you get that? You have to do these dang missions. So we've been grinding this one pretty hard. Save resetting. We almost got a piece that worked, but we got an adept buff, not a targeted buff. But we'll get the targeted buff. We're getting it before the raid. I don't give a fuck. It's fucking happening, and that's gonna be that. Oh, it exists. Oh, they exist, bro. They exist. Yo, can I say, this is on a completely separate note, but it just reminded me. I watched, Titans. Great show. I just watched, and I'm only on season 2. I just finished season 2 of Titans, and I thought the season finale of season 2 was so bad, I couldn't even believe it. I could not believe how bad season 2 finale of Titans was. Now, I'm on to season 3, so we'll see if season 3 is better. I obviously hear a lot of good things, and I like the show in general. And I know it got renewed for a 4th season, but holy crap, that season 2 finale was about as bad as any TV show finale since Game of Thrones. A Kamala elf skin would be good. I don't think that they're going to do anything too like in the bag like that. They might just do like random holiday, like they might do one skin. You know, it might maybe the Kamala elf is the one, right? I mean, look at the Capwolf one. Like Capwolf was like the unique skin, and then they did the set where everyone was like a zombie, right? But those were just like reskins. So they'll probably do like a set where it just uses the existing skins but just changes them to be, you know, wearing holiday sweaters, right? Or wearing whatever else. It was bad, but season 3 is lit. Okay. Very good then. CD may have stealth erased it. It gave too much damage. CD don't do strong heroes. What are you talking about, Jens? What did they stealth erase? Definitely not the piece I'm grinding for, because I know Lejeune already caught one earlier. The Hawkeye one is really sweet, but I think, Thor and Hawkeye are definitely the two, like, best recipients of a piece of gear like that. Iron Man, to an extent, I think, you know, his is a little trickier to get off, but I think is still really powerful. But, yeah, other characters, Kamala, Kate, I guess, yes, but Kate's a waste anyway because she's not very strong. Getting a piece like that on Black Panther wouldn't do much. Cap wouldn't do much. You know, so yeah, it's really Thor and Hawkeye are like the two, like for sure, that go crazy. Okay, the way Donna died. Yeah, that was the biggest gripe I had, and I also didn't love the conclusion to Deathstroke as well. I thought the way they ended it with him was pretty bad as well, considering how much of a badass he was.
What in the world?
Get me into the system and I'll see what we're dealing with.
There's already Christmas Hulk. Not really. You talk about the blue one. That's not a Christmas Hulk. I don't know who called that a Christmas Hulk. I'm talking like a Christmas Hulk, like Hulk wearing a Santa hat.
I already told you failed, but you'd rather die than let go of power.
What the fuck's going on with that guy? What the hell was that? Am I tripping? Or do you guys see that too? Damage buff and Tachyon Surge. Oh no. It's very much still in the game, Jens. Don't you worry about that one. We just got a piece that had adept buff. It had adept buff and Tachyon Surge. So they exist 100%. Yo, Show World, what's going on, man? George, how you doing, George?
Hostile spotted.
No, Lejeune got the Hawkeye piece. He got the Hawkeye version. But same idea, targeted. Or they decrease the chance very... I mean, it was always very low. It was always very low, let's be honest here. Even when I was farming for my Hawkeye piece in the past. Oh, whoops, wrong one. I'm in the wrong phase. I don't even remember what fucking the mission is, Jesus. Yo, Panther, what are you doing? Walks right by the thing.
A-Day vibes, Clint.
Yeah, well, kind of make things right.
Your Thor build is great. Yo, thanks, Shane. I think it's pretty good. Obviously, it could get better. But yeah, I mean, this is really the only piece I need still. So, I mean, we'll see what happens. Obviously, we'll see how demanding the raid is. But, you know, it is what it is. If we get it, we get it. If not, I'm more than comfortable with this current Thor build. It would just be a step up. You know, it would be a win more type of scenario. But I mean, whatever. That's why you play, right? You want to get the best stuff.
And you do, Barton. You're the prime example of wasted potential.
Oh, I'm gear farming. Oh, we are gear farming.
You're out of your depth, Benjamin.
This is my new way of doing Monica, by the way. I throw the hammer at the thing, and then I lightning spam.
I will save it.
Junior, is that you?
He's charging up again.
Oh, where's my hammer? Oh, it's gone completely. Rip. Yo, Cable, what's going on, brother? Happy hunting. Thank you, dude. Thank you. Well, I don't need it because this is the run that gets the business. So there you go. Yo, skip if you can.
No.
Tachyon or the odds mission for Storm Gear, not the first playthrough.
Too far.
Yo, Mr. Pink, we've been getting gear. We're just not getting the roll we need. I wish they replaced adept buff. Only seems viable as high caliber widow. That's true. I mean, Kate, it's good too. It works okay on Kate because she shoots so many arrows that you're gonna get crits. You're gonna get headshots.
So blind to reason. This is the answer to everything.
I got grips. Ranged, shock, pinned. Ooh.
Stop. You'll kill us both.
Rip. They have to be cosmic. If you see a grips and it's not, if you see a hammer from this mission and it's not cosmic element, that means you're gonna not get the roll. Here we go, boys. This is it. Now, I know you skip. Someone ain't skipping. It's all right. Here we go. Oh, we got a hammer. Oh, see, it's gamma. So because it's gamma, it's gonna have gamma instead of having a third perk. But what's our other one? Oh, it's another hammer. Oh, it's cosmic. Okay. I don't know if that's the icon that works. So yeah, this one's just got gamma engraving. Let's see it. No, it's a double cosmic piece. Rip. All right. Tyrone, I know you wanted to get in. Are we already friends on PlayStation? What's your gamer tag? I'll get you in the next one. And then other than that, whoever else wants in, we can just join. Whoever can help the fastest. What's the best gear for Hawkeye? Mine is good, but can get a lot better. Yo, bro, I got you. I actually have a very good Hawkeye build, and I will show you my build right now. Or I'll link you the build. Here it is. There's the Hawkeye build. Yo, Busy, I got you, bro. So Busy and Tyrone will get you. And then what would be the element? It would have to be cosmic. So you have to get a cosmic piece, and then that's the only way that you have a chance of getting an extra perk. Targeted buff is the default. Yeah, targeted buff. I know the target. It's like it's the glowy one. I got a targeted fucking spark one earlier. What's the name of your Thor piece you're looking for? Well, it can be, if it's exotic, it can be exotic or legendary. It doesn't matter. The exotic one is called Grips of the Storm. So, like, check it out. Check this piece right here. Grips of the Storm. It's got proficient buff and targeted Tachyon Surge. Proficient buff is not the best. That's why I'm trying to get targeted buff. That would be the way to do it. In this particular case, this piece was acceptable at the time, but still not the best. So that's what we're farming for. But if it happens to be not exotic, then it's called Tachyon's Raze. R-A-Z-E. Vendetta. Okay, I got you, fam. And sorry, who else was in? Busy. Busy is your yeah, there you are, Busy. And then X Vendetta all the way on the other side of things. Alright. And then yeah, Vinny, you can get back in. You're the first one I saw, so let's go. Just look at the icon, you already know. But you gotta check it. You gotta check it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta check it. After the added buff took like 6 or 7 more. Yeah, it's... Hey, listen. If we don't get it today, we'll get it... I mean, I'm not doing anything... Like, any other gameplay prior to Spider-Man, there's not going to be any. So, like, unless we get it, then that's the only thing I'm going to try to grind for. And if it goes into next week, it goes into next week, you know? I would ideally not want it to go into next week because I would like to try to do the Cosmic Cube with Spider-Man to get a sweet piece for him. But, I mean, I don't know. We'll have to... I mean, who the fuck knows what that looks like, right? Hey, what up, Big B? How you doing, man? All right, who we waiting on? Oh, we're good. That is in. All right, word. Let's go. Okay. Oh, loading in now. You know, it sucks because the way I did it with the other, when I had Thor originally, was I actually had it was one of those Tachyon mission chains, and all it was like kill one more enemy with God Blast. So all I would do is just come in, go into like a harm room, kill a guy with a God Blast, and if the, you know, when the icon popped up, if it wasn't a hammer, I would immediately quit, reload, come back in. So I was able to do like a number of them pretty quickly, and I still only could get the other one. And I probably did that for a good 4 hours of grinding, getting a piece, like a chance roll every probably 2 minutes of just like loading out, reloading the game save, loading back in, loading into the harm room. Then you get the thing. That's about a 2-minute run. And if you can do that however many times, you could ideally try to get something. But again, it could be anything. I mean, you get a million chess pieces, you get a million Van Braces. You have to get the grip, and then it also has to be the one you want. So it's like... Is the Komoyo band better than the Tactagon for a Vibranium split shot build? No, it's not. The Komoyo band sucks because it only does the status damage. It says it also does damage from the explosion, but honestly, that's irrelevant. You want to just go with Tactagon, so you just do more damage to enemies that have a status effect on them. Yo, Vendetta, nothing personal. I'm hearing myself feedback, so I'm just going to mute you quick, but no worries. All right, let's bang. We can bang through this one pretty good. And then this is going to be the one. This is going to be. I love how everyone's farming on, or most people are farming on either Thor or Hawkeye anyway for this piece, right? So, or just because, I guess. But I feel like I've seen a number of Thors and Hawkeyes. We did have the Cap Wolf, and we've had a Black Panther multiple times. But for the most part, I feel like Thor is just, he's fucking Thor, right? This is dope. Yo, appreciate it, man. I mean, I've resigned to the fact that even if I don't get this piece, it's not the end of the world, right? Like I said, I'm still going to grind for it like crazy. If we get lucky, it'll be awesome. If not, it is what it is, right? Like, I'm still happy to be streaming and doing this and playing with you guys. And so if it doesn't actually happen, I'm still fully confident, in my Thor going into the raid. Like I said, I'm just looking for that extra edge, just especially because, if we're going to be like helping out viewers as well, and like helping out viewers who are, trying to do it on characters that might not be as geared up, I would definitely want my Thor. Thor would be kind of my like carry hero, assuming I get the grips. That'll be the one to bring in to like absolutely blow the doors away. But the new Iron Panther skin? Iron Panther, I never even heard of that. Is that in the marketplace? Let me check that one out.
Heavy resistance up ahead. AIM's security forces are on high alert.
Avengers,
It's a Panther skin?
weapon at all costs.
This one's fire. This one's fire. This is the one that I thought was fucking fire when I saw it.
Good thing I brought enough arrows for everyone.
Oh, are you talking about the one that's for Iron Man, but it's the Stealth Wakanda one? It's got like the Black Panther logo as the arc reactor. That one looks cool.
Okay, that looks bad.
Hey, buddy, you got another
Here's a clue. I'll be getting it because it costs 50,000 units, and I'll give you a hint. I'll be getting that.
We're definitely in the right place.
Oof, look at that gate.
Yeah, no, you're right. I remember what piece you're talking about.
Isn't exactly part of
I have the piece on Iron Man, 70 precision, 70 valor. It has proficient buff. It's still good. That's good. Is it missiles, or are you doing it with something else? If it's missiles, it's still good. His power attacks with missiles is still pretty strong. It still will work out for you. So yeah, that's totally fine. I would have no gripes with that piece.
Eliminator down.
The energy signature originates far underground and
You just have to start off with the little missile targeting thing, and then go from there.
up ahead contains a personnel elevator.
There's a chest with gear close by.
Although, real talk, like, I'm liking lasers even more than missiles. And honestly, like, I know missiles are better for the single target damage, but lasers are just, they're way more fun, and you can be more mobile, which I think is going to be relevant in the raid. Like, being able to be mobile, I will still get a missile piece. It'll probably be a vibranium piece. I do have a good missile tachyon surge piece, so I can use that, and I get damage buff on taking damage. I mean, it's a big mix up, but it'll work for Iron Man. It'll be fine. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. But I think right now, yeah, it's my focuses are going to be on Thor, or Hawkeye, Thor, and then potentially Spider-Man for like raid gear. I mean, I'd like to do it on everybody, or at least even just do the OLT on everybody if the raid is too hard. Because I mean, most of my characters are pretty. Oh, Kamala too. Kamala too for sure. Trying to get a Cosmic Surge ISO. What's that going to do for you? Or to activate the Cosmic Surge, is that... Here's a question. When you're doing the Cosmic Surge, when you have that Cosmic Surge buff from the ISO, do you actually do cosmic damage? Or does it just add lifesteal? Because if it's just lifesteal, then to me it's eh. But if it's also doing cosmic damage on top of it for the battery effect, then we might have to talk. Hey, what's good, Chronic? How you doing, man? Yo, you know we're grinding. You already knew that, though. You already knew. The thing about, like, the Cosmic Surge pieces, things like that, is that you can actually get really good stat rolls on them. So as long as, like, if you can get a Cosmic Surge piece that has Valor, let's say Valor Precision, it'll actually have higher Valor and Precision than if you're just going to go with the flat colored artifacts, you know? Oh, gives you health and heroic energy. Yeah, that's pretty good then. So it's not actually, it doesn't give you like a cosmic effect. I guess that would be being kind of greedy. But yeah, I mean, that's good. I should probably look for stuff like that on Kamala, actually. That would probably be pretty good on her. It's good if you don't have orbs. Yeah, that's true. Well, like I said, the piece I'm using now, which if I can get the nut piece, that would be great. But assuming I don't, this store's got a heroic charge burst on ranged kill, which is every kill. So I'm able to get, you know, pretty good heroic uptime with that. Got the for Hawkeye Valor Precision high 50s. Nice. See, that's sweet. That's awesome. Yeah, those ones, even like the other one, like the Golden Gifts one, like even the other ones, the white ISOs, like it can actually be higher than just going flat blue or flat yellow ISOs, you know? But you just got to get the roll, obviously, to be the right two. And then, of course, you need two of them, right? Look at that. The old no damage melees. You know, you can actually do a respectable amount. And I'm using, I think, cryo signature. Yeah, that's not good. I was gonna say you could still do a respectable amount if you're using high valor and you already have a damage buff, because then you're just doing crits. You just go crit multi, you know. Oh, Wayne, what's going on, man? Just started downloading Avengers. Any tips for beginners? Yeah, man. I mean, pick a character. You know, try all the different characters, but definitely stick with one character. And don't worry too much about builds just yet if you're new. Just try to, like, play who you like. Play who you like either from the comics or just when you get a feel for different characters in game. See how you like them. And try to get at least one person up to, like, end game status. And then from there, you can start to level other guys. And I've got guides on my channel about, you know, how to quickly level, all different builds. I wouldn't worry too much about that from the very beginning. Just try to pick a playstyle you like. Ranged characters in this game are much stronger than melee characters. And they did say that that's probably changing. Oh, hang on 1 second. Girlfriend's calling me.
What's happening?
Beautiful, isn't it?
What the hell is going on?
The cosmic energy contained within the cube would give the holder almost unlimited power.
Not almost.
You know what? Fine.
Humanity will be saved. My aim is science.
Attacking her won't do much good. Just try and stay alive for now.
I've had enough of you men. I'm ending it here and now.
Her shields are down. Focus your attacks on Dr. Rappaccini.
How did you? No matter. You'll fall soon enough.
All right, I'm back. Sorry, that was my girlfriend. She was just hiking with the dog, and they are on their way back now.
I'm in the time bubble. The cube,
He's charging up
doing these
again.
weird...
Oh, too early on that. Yo, we are blasting this. What do we got? Thor, Hawkeye? Okay.
No matter. You'll fall soon enough.
Cosmic energy is building up.
I remember when the raid first, or the OLT first came out, people were like, I don't know what was so hard about that. And it's like, you look at, it's like, oh, what team were you running? It's like, we had 3 Thors and an Iron Man. It's like, oh, okay. Yeah, oh, the raid wasn't hard, huh? Like, try Captain America, Kate Bishop, you know, like, give me a break. Yo, Devin, is there a way to keep trying for gear on Xbox? There probably is. I don't know what it would be. Let me try to look it up. I don't know. Avengers Saves Scum Xbox. Xbox X, I guess.
How can you be so stupid?
No, it looks like it's random.
Reason.
This is just from the Avengers Reddit from a while back. It looks like it just randomly saves your updates. Yo, be sure to skip if you can. Skip the cutscene. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's possible. This is it, though. This is going to be the one. We already got the adept buff, so now we're in the money for the other buff. Wish you could just replay the mission with the rewards. I know. I mean, well, hopefully that's the change going forward with any end game. Like, they're already doing that for the raid and the retroactively for the Omega level threat. So hopefully any of this type of content going forward will be that way. All right, here it comes, boys. RNGesus. Pray to RNGesus. Let's go. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Oh, we got a hammer. All right, that's a good sign. It's Cryo and a Van Braces. Rip. Nice try anyway. Alright, GG's, boys. Yo, this is about as much of this as I can take for one day, I think. So I'm going to call the stream here. But, yo, appreciate you guys hanging out. Be sure to join the Discord as well if you haven't already. And be sure to follow on Twitter for all sorts of updates, memes, all that good stuff. And be sure to sub if you haven't already. If you're already watching, you haven't subbed, you're already pretty deep in it. Yo, Joel Patman, I apologize. I missed the sub from a few minutes ago. Thank you so much for the new sub. But yeah, appreciate you guys. Thanks so much for hanging out. Probably there might be a stream later this week. Not sure. I'll keep you guys posted in Discord and on Twitter if anything changes. Definitely no stream Thursday, obviously, because it's Thanksgiving. Possible stream on a different day. But otherwise, man, one more week until Spider-Man. One more week. All right, guys.